According to Urban Dictionary, to romanticize is to, quote, deal with or describe in an idealized or unrealistic fashion, make something seem better or more appealing than it really is, end quote. So, to simplify, it would be taking something and making it into something not as daunting as it truly is. And, in this case, I'll be talking about the romanticization of mental illnesses and how prevalent this is today. But, you know the drill. I am in fact faceless on the internet, so you'll be watching my sick Valorant clips when I have no other media to back up what I'm talking about. Anyways, here we go. While researching for this video, I found tons of videos and articles about romanticization of mental illnesses in TV, movies, on Tumblr, celebrities using it for merch, and I could keep going. I could go on and on about all these things for days, but I won't do that. There is way too much to get into, and honestly, other people have talked about it plenty, and they've done a better job at it than I ever could. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the romanticization of mental illnesses on Instagram, because that's where I first found this problem and that's what I'm most familiar with. I'm going to go through some posts and we're really going to dissect the harm that it causes young people to see this every time they go on social media. Okay, so let's play a little game called How Long Will I Scroll on my Explore page until I find a post romanticizing or like making a joke out of some sort of mental illness. Let's see. Okay, here we go. People say I'm in my flop era, but my whole life has been a flop era. Okay, let's keep scrolling a little bit for funsies, I guess. Mommy issues, daddy issues, bro, I'm the issue. Good for you. Girl boss, more like, girl, I can't do this anymore. And it's a picture of the girl from Euphoria. That's nice. Well, the thing is, this is all that you see when you open the app. Like, I don't like these kind of posts. I never interact with them, okay? The most I did, like, today was screenshot them so I could show you. Like, I don't ever like them. I don't ever bookmark them, nothing. Like, but yet, they're all I see. They're shoved down my throat every time I open this app. And they're shoved down my throat even more because whenever I go on my friends' stories, they, like, repost this type of stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess everyone's seeing this. So, like, it just feels like Tumblr 2.0, but it's, like, the whole app is Tumblr 2.0, not even like a certain section of it. Like, I don't know. And I'm tired of it. I don't want to see this anymore. It makes my mental so much worse. It makes anyone's mental who consumes this, without a doubt, it makes their mental worse. Because when you're in a bad place and you're surrounding yourself by bad things, you're not going to get any better. You're not going to feel better. You're just like, you're going to feel worse. It's without a doubt you're going to feel worse. So these people are making themselves feel worse by posting this stuff. Like, I get making humor out of like your sadness, but like at what time is it gonna stop? Because you're making stuff that's making you more sad. You're making stuff making other people more sad. Nobody's feeling better. Like, I don't see where this ends. It feels like an endless cycle. You get more sad, you post more sad things, you make it worse. Like, what's the resolution here, right? Like, I'm confused. It's the kind of posts that are like this, that they say, like, what if we kiss on the red line between mania and hypomania? Like, this mental illness is literally used as humor. And something else I don't understand is when people say this stuff like, oh, the voices in my head, the voices told me, and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't like that at all, actually. And then someone said, if I ever go to the mental hospital, would you guys come visit me? The only peaceful time I have are the 30 seconds after waking up before my memories and my consciousness about who I am come back. This is posted by an account called LMAO. End me, please. There's a war in my mind and I'm losing. If you're crazy and obsessive, hit me up. That's something else too. I see a lot of people posting about like abusive relationships and stuff and making it into a joke. Or making it into like, oh my god, I want someone who's like insane. Teehee. And that's not cute or funny. Domestic abuse is not cute or funny, and I don't know why people try to make it into a joke. It's not funny. February's next week. Time flies when your life is falling apart. What lash serum do you use? Tears X. Girls when? And the whole sad girl aesthetic thing. Someone fill me in, because how is that aesthetic? How is crying aesthetic? Like, I've never understood the whole thing where when people are crying, they whip out their phone real quick and they record a video of themselves crying, and they have so many of those types of videos that they like put a collage together on TikTok of them crying, and I like, you're what? That's not cute. What's happening? Today I will wear my white button down. I am done with this life. I want a new one. That is not cute, and a lot of people are liking that. Someone I know like that. Okay. I wish I could restart my life without knowing everything I know now. Why is there so many things wrong with me? I don't know, man, but maybe you should ask a therapist and not the people on your phone. Me regretting waking up every morning. Dissociate or disassociate? I think it's this. So Thursday? Any questions or concerns? I don't even understand what that is. Like, what is that? I'm at a point in my life. I be like, who praying on my downfall, as if I don't make self-destructive life decisions. Every day I wake up against my will. Oh, I know I'm the problem. Every week I find a new way to make my life harder. Call me 1934 because I'm in the middle of a Great Depression. This is the whole app. This is the whole entire app. And this is the last one I'm going to mention. If you want to see more of these for some reason, literally just look on the app for 6.2 seconds. But somebody said, not gonna lie, Lana Del Rey is fire if you don't listen to the lyrics. And then a comment is, you don't understand what it's like to be an insane girl in today's society, and that's okay. And the thing about this one is, they're acting like being, quote, insane is like some cool kids club, and like, you weren't invited. And I see this a lot with like Lana Del Rey fans. That's its own video on its own though. And it's scary seeing how many people I know using this humor, either in like when we're having a conversation and they just bring it up, you know, and then it catches me off guard and I'm like, oh, well, it's so normal that they don't even realize how messed up it is, right? And then looking on the app and seeing how many people I know reposting this type of humor and liking this type of humor. And it's so normal now. It's everywhere. That's just how people are. That's just how people talk. People don't realize how, like, it's just a cycle of making yourself feel worse and worse. And these posts are, like, so bitter. Like, if you're somebody that's happy and you read this post, it makes you feel bad for being happy. So anyone that reads this type of stuff, like, I feel like they just feel bad automatically. And also, they're almost always, like, these bright, fun colors with, like, white text or, like, pictures of, like, pretty girls in the background or, like, celebrities. And then it's, like, the most, like, sad text on top. And it's, like, I don't, like, it's so bad for your mental health. It's so bad for your mental health. And, wait, okay, so this isn't the point of the video, but this whole thing on TikTok where there's like all these little trends where people will be like ADHD check, and then they like put little generalized things, or it's like 10 signs you have ADHD, 10 signs you have anxiety, and then one of them is you bite your nails. Huh? You're not a therapist. If you were a therapist, please don't post on TikTok diagnosing people that you don't know. That's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. And I feel like it's that sort of thing that can lead into people making the types of posts on Instagram and stuff, like the self-deprecating humor, or like the I'm depressed humor, like the anxiety humor, blah blah blah, right? So like they self-diagnose because being sad is a trend, being depressed, having anxiety is like a trend. And I have a really good TikTok about this that I'm gonna insert now.
This might sound like a hot take, but I feel like the internet's obsession with uniqueness is causing legitimate brain rot in some people. There's no reason why something like mental illness, for example, should be turned into this commodity where you like get internet points or social currency by being different. It's like by trying to break the stigma, we've just come full circle where now nobody knows what the hell any of these words actually mean. So when you explain what a panic attack is, people are like, oh, like that's like actually really scary. Not something I just experienced when I couldn't get Taylor Swift tickets. And I know this is gonna piss some people off, so just brace yourself, but I see it the most in fellow white people, especially people that are like upper middle class. Look, I'm just gonna say it. Whiteness gives us access to everything but oppression. That's the one thing we can't colonize. So what do? We turn oppression into social currency. Because we know if there's one thing we can do, it's make money off of something that doesn't belong to us. And before the people that grew up on a cul-de-sac start to get offended in my comments, actually listen to what I'm saying. Don't intentionally misconstrue it because you want to be oppressed. Just be happy and lucky you aren't.
So I feel like I've gotten off track a teeny tiny little itty bitty bit, but don't worry, I'm gonna circle back around in a second. But I do really like this video because She hit on a lot of like major points of like questioning why have we made it so that mental illness gives us social points. Like, that's weird. Having a mental illness, being sad, isn't this cute quirky little thing. It's serious. It's a really serious thing, and people that are legitimately mentally ill should get help. And the thing about race is also very important. I agree with her. I see it a lot. I see this sort of quirky trends on like TikTok and stuff. The most people that I see doing this has to be white people. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So going back to the original point of this video, I don't want people to like, people that have interacted with this type of humor, people that use this type of humor, I don't want you to like be like, oh snap, she's calling me out. I mean, I am, but like also I'm not like, oh my god, you're the reason the youth today has bad mental health. Like, I'm not saying that. You're not that important. Sorry. But be more conscious of it. There was this really good comment that I found on under someone's YouTube video. I'm not sure, one of the many that I watched. I really like this comment because they're right. We need to destigmatize, which would be like taking the shame out of something, making it not a weird thing, okay? But the difference between that romanticizing would be like, this is such a fun thing, everyone should try this out. Like, no, not everyone should try out depression. The people that do have depression, however, shouldn't be ridiculed or put down for it, okay? There's a huge difference between those two things. And once people realize that that's what needs to be done, I think that would be good for all of us. Just be more conscious of it. Like, if you notice somebody, like if you're just like, oh, I feel so depressed today, realize that you don't feel depressed, you just feel sad. And if you do feel depressed, seek some help, because it's more serious than these shiny fun posts on Instagram make it out to be. And if you see a TikTok that's like signs you have anxiety, number one, you play with your hair, like just know that that's not real, and that people online that are trying to help you diagnose yourself, why do people post that? I don't know, it's weird, but like just know that that's not real, okay? You need a therapist. If you actually want to get diagnosed with something, you need to talk to your doctor about it, okay? That's my piece on that. And every day I will pray and hope that I can wake up to an Instagram where I don't have to see these obnoxious tie-dye backgrounds with a bright white font on it saying I'm so depressed, or like I hope I don't wake up tomorrow. I don't want to see that, please. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this topic specifically. There's a lot more to it though. There's like the history of it, there's Tumblr, there's merch, there's so much stuff that I didn't talk about, and I'm gonna link a lot of stuff down below, some videos, some articles, a whole bunch of stuff. If you're interested in learning more, I do recommend you check out those videos. That's it, that's all I have. I'm gonna be also linking down below my Twitch, my TikTok, my Twitter, if you're interested. If you want to stick around, I like making videos like this. I also like editing funny Valorant videos. So if you like Valorant, you're in the right place. And if you like talking about social issues, you're also in the right place. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.